Hello, fellow ambitionists, and welcome to Goal Accomplishment Made Easy, the podcast. I'm your host, and this is where we turn your ambitions into actionable plans through proven strategies, personalized goal roadmaps, and a focus on progress. I'll guide you in breaking down big goals into milestones you can achieve. Each episode delivers practical tools to help you stay on track and make real progress towards your goals. Ready to start accomplishing? Let's dive in. Hello, fellow ambitionists, and welcome to Goal Accomplishment Made Easy. Today, we are going to be talking about the fact that I focused on just one goal for 90 days. Okay? I want to talk to you about how it worked out. So, as someone who guides others in achieving their ambitions, I often stress the importance of clarity and focus, right? But in my own journey, I've occasionally fallen into the trap of juggling multiple priorities. So, to challenge this, I decided to focus on one primary goal for 90 days, okay? Give it my full attention. So here is what happened when I did this, okay? If this is your very first episode, at the end of the year, at the end of December, as many people do, you do your reflections on what you did for the year. For me, it wasn't a resolution, but one of the things I said I was going to do for the year is to try different methods of accomplishing my goals. So I did 30-day challenges, 60-day challenges, 90-day challenges. And so these next couple of episodes that you're going to hear are what worked and didn't work for me throughout the year. And so for this particular challenge, it was for 90 days, and it was just to focus on one goal. Okay? So here's why I decided to focus on just one goal outside of just me being ambitious, right? Because life today is full of distractions, and it's hella tempting to pursue multiple goals at once. I've been there trying to make progress in several areas, only to end up feeling stretched thin and achieving lackluster results, okay? This time, I wanted to see what would happen if I devoted all my energy to one clear, measurable goal. Okay, the intention was to see how much progress I could make when I wasn't constantly switching focus or splitting my efforts. So the goal I chose, okay? The goal I chose, which is a professional milestone, right? And it was to develop and launch a new program for my audience, okay? This goal required creativity, one, strategic planning, which I had no issue in, and consistent execution, which I also had no issue in. But that creativity part, different side of the brain. And these were elements that thrive on deep focus, right? So I chose it because it aligned with my larger vision and would have tangible, meaning impact on my career, if you can call it that. So here's how I structured my efforts. To make sure that I stayed on track, I followed a framework because, I'm a systems and processes girly. So the first thing I did was to define clear metrics, okay? Meaning I set milestones to measure progress, such as completing the program outline by week 2 or launching a pilot by week 10, okay? Second thing was designating daily time blocks, okay? Each day I decided to make dedicated and interrupted blocks of time into my schedule to work solely on this goal. Third thing was to track my progress weekly. Okay, every Sunday I reviewed what I had accomplished and adjusted my approach as needed. And then the last thing was to eliminate distractions. Okay, I set boundaries around other projects and minimized commitments that didn't support this goal. And one, I'm very grateful that I'm in a stage of life where I can do that. So that's not lost on me. Okay. So the challenges I faced. First, focusing on one goal was a lot more challenging than I anticipated because it's just one goal. You tackle many goals at one time and you're fine. But just one goal, that's a struggle, okay? Here's why. Temptation to multitask, okay? I had to resist the urge to add just one more thing to my plate. Moments of doubt by like narrowing my focus made me worry about neglecting other areas of my life or work. And then maintaining momentum without immediate results. I feel like there were days where it was tough to stay motivated, okay? But I overcame these hurdles by reminding myself of the purpose behind my goal and celebrating the milestones I reached along the way, okay? So, the results after 90 days. The first one was obvi, significant progress, okay? By the end of 90 days, I had not only completed the program, but also launched it successfully, receiving positive feedback from the early participants, which some of you are listening right now. Thank you. The focused effort allowed me to produce higher quality work, okay? Second result was improved efficiency. With one clear priority, I wasted less time switching tasks and felt more productive during my working hours. And the last result was clarity and confidence. Okay. This experiment, if you will, reaffirmed the power of focus. By channeling my energy into one area, I was able to achieve more than I would have juggling multiple projects. So here are my key takeaways. First, focus simplifies decision making. Okay? When you have one goal, it's easier to say no to distractions. Second takeaway, consistency yields results. Strategic consistency yields results, rather. Small, daily efforts compound over time and lead to meaningful progress. And the last takeaway, depth over breadth. Okay? Mastering one thing is often more impactful than making surface level progress in many things. Okay? Last, would I recommend it? Absolutely. Focusing on one goal for 90 days taught me that less is often more. You know, I'm in my let it be easy era right now. So, yes, less can often be more. So, for anyone feeling overwhelmed or stuck, this approach can help you regain clarity and momentum. The process not only leads to tangible results, but also builds the discipline needed to stay committed to what truly matters. And if you are wondering what that professional goal was, what that program was, I made an addendum to Goal Accomplishment Made Easy. For those of you that don't know, we're not just a podcast or a blog or an app, right? We are a program. And I made an addendum to it. And it was well received, which makes me happy. I don't know if you can hear me smiling or not, but all 31 of my teeth are hanging out. Yes, 31, not 32. But it was well received. You can check more about that out at goalaccomplishmentmadeeasy.com. But it worked. I definitely would recommend adjusting what needs to be adjusted in your life to be able to focus on one thing for 90 days, just to give something your all for 90 days and not just pieces of you, just focusing on one area of life that you want to go balls to the walls, all your efforts to, and just go for it for 90 days. Just try. Give it your best effort for 90 days. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But at least you can say that you did everything. You did everything you could for those 90 days. And so that's what I did. And it worked. And I'm going to do it again. Spoiler alert. Hopefully I have some news for you around the end of February. I'm going to go bigger than I did this time. This was my tester. So if I have any last words for you in this episode, it would be to go for it. really, really, really go for it for 90 days. Try everything and say, I'm just going to go for it 90 days. And if I don't see any kind of progress or any kind of indication that this maybe could work or anything, you know that you gave it a shot. But I'm pretty sure if you do anything for 90 days straight, you're going to see some kind of results. Okay? So that is my dare for you today. Whatever your ambition is, whatever your dream is, start on it today and go hard for it. Like you don't have any restrictions, and just try it for 90 days. Just try it for 90 days and see if it works. Just try. It's only 90 days. And if it works, it's hell. It's longer than 90 days. But I do want you to try for 90 days like it is going to work. Okay? Try. Like you know it's going to work. Thanks for tuning in to Goal Accomplishment Made Easy, the podcast. Stay committed. Keep taking those small daily steps and watch your goals turn to reality. For more resources and personalized support, visit goalaccomplishmentmadeeasy.com, and we'll see you in the next episode.